Well, hey, and welcome back. So it's what, Tuesday morning? Yes, Tuesday. Haha. Anyways, I wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff that I get off Etsy, because I want you guys to see what's available on Etsy. Now, these purchases come directly from the artists themselves. So every dollar you spend goes right to them. And you could print it on your own paper. So whatever choice of paper you have, whether it be regular print paper, heavier cardstock, drawing paper, sketch paper, watercolor paper, as long as your printer can handle that thickness of paper, you could print it on whatever you want. And what makes it so great is you could print it more than once. So I like to print 1 or 2 copies every time I download something, just in case I don't like what I've started. I can always start over. So you'll notice I bound some of my prints. In this particular one, I bound it with the spine on the right. And that's because of the way it printed out. The designs were with the margin on the right instead of the margin on the left. So here in the US, we tend to bind with it on the left. But I did this one to the right so as to not punch into the design. Sometimes I'll do it along the top as well. And you could pick up one of these binding machines fairly cheap on Amazon. So this first one is by Grazia Salvo, and it does have a color cover. I just chose not to print it. This is the inside cover, which is Flowers and Gems. It's her second edition. So you can see I put this nice plastic cover, and then we'll flip through it here so you can see how much I got in this book. The beautiful line art, again, by Grazia, is just phenomenal. And I printed this on, some is printed on a little off-white, and the rest of it's printed on bright white. And all of this is 90-pound paper, or 147 to 167 GSM. So it's a good thick paper, but not too thick. But as you can see, her line art is just gorgeous. So if you're interested in getting some of Grazia's books, some of her books are available on her Etsy shop as a PDF download for a fair price, and there's no shipping costs. So we'll just flip through this book really quick. And then I have another book I'm going to share with you. It's multiple different artists. And I like to group them together in books when I have enough. I just love her line art in here. And I just printed off this one, so I haven't done any of the pictures in it yet. But I do have some favorites. Look at these stunning ladies. Just gorgeous. She does just great line art, great shading. It's not too much. Of course, she has those 2 new books out, which I have both of them, and they are just great. They were worth the shipping. So many beautiful portraits to do. I mean, the creativity you can apply to these pages is endless. Hope I didn't flip through these too fast on you. And it's rather a large book, so you get quite a few pages for less than $1 a page. I didn't count. I should have, but I didn't. stunning. Her use of florals with the portraits is just perfect. And you can see she left enough area that you can do a background if you like. So I can't remember what I paid for this book, but I'm going to guess around $14, $15 US. So again, that's less than $1 a page for the number of prints I have. So that is the book by Grazia. That was a PDF download. Again, that is called Flowers and Gems. So that is one you can buy on Etsy and print at home. Now, this book is multiple different artists. And until I actually get in there and break up some of these prints into books by particular artists, I just grouped them together for the video purpose. I do have other prints by these artists. As you could tell, again, this is Grazia Salvo. So, I put a plastic cover on the front as well. And you can see the artist name printed on the bottom here. Some of them will have it, some of them won't. I try to make a habit of writing in pencil the artist name when I print them out, so as I don't forget. And you'll notice she offers some of her prints in light, medium, and dark. And again, I like to have multiple copies, so in case I make mistakes. But these are also Grazia. Her fairy series is wonderful, if you haven't checked that out yet. And this is Lana. And she offers that in light and dark as well. And some more of Lana. Sorry, that's upside down there. That clown is just too cute. I couldn't pass it up. But you can see why I punched it on this side and not this side. Because I didn't want to cut into the image. And if you want to frame these, you can always cut that little hole punch off as long as you punch on the side that it's not going to cut too far into the image. And some more of Lana's, the Easter baby. And this one is by Fern Brown. I just thought it was cute, the bubblegum machine. I haven't popped it in the book yet. And I believe this is Julie Sperry. Again, see, there's no name on here. So I have to go back and write those names on here. This is definitely Julie Sperry, the Alice in Wonderland. Just wonderful prints. Again, I believe this is Julie as well. I think these are all Julie coming up. To a certain point, anyway. But the Queen of Hearts. So you can see what is available to you on Etsy. So many different prints that you can get. Different styles, different tones, different colors. So if you're looking for something different, that is the way to go. And again, the money goes right to the artist. And again, as you see, some of these are printed on Strathmore tone paper. And these are Julie. Okay, now this is Grazia. Or is this Sarah? This might be Sarah Richter. I think these are Sarah's. She's more into the Gothic style. And as you can see, she offers them in multiple different styles. Grayscale, line art, deeper line art with some shading. So I like to print them all out. Yes, this is Sarah Richter for sure. She's got some wonderful prints. Light and dark options. And some of you may not know that Sarah does all of her shading herself. So keep that in mind. She is just really good at doing grayscale. Oops, flip this around again. So you can see this one here. 2 pages here, if I can get them apart. So you can see the difference in the tone that I printed on. So she offers quite a bit. So if you just want line art, it's there for you. And there it is in deeper line art. Deadly Sweets is what that says right there. These are really cool pictures. I kind of had to have them when I saw them. Okay. These, I believe, are Carolina Kubikowski. I think. They could still be Sarah. I didn't write the names down. Ugh, I'm so sorry. So don't quote me. I think these are Carolinas. This one's cool, and I'm not sure where I got it. This one is Christine Karen. And you can see here is Clara Markova. Clara Markova's website offers some freebies. In case you didn't know that, you may want to check that out. And some of these are the prints off of her website. As you can see, they print out very nice. But like I said, I just have an array of different stuff in here. And these are all Clara. And she does offer the Magical Delights translation page also on her internet, her website. So some very fun little pages that you can do, she gives you for free. This one is so cute. And this is Daria Kokorsi. And again, printed in multiples and in different shading. And I was kind of messing with this one. Anyways, so that gives you an idea of some of those artists and what you can get via Etsy for a rather inexpensive price. Now, keep in mind, some of your more popular artists, their prints will be a little bit more, but I assure you they're worth it. Now, this is Chris Chang. Every single print in here is by Chris Chang. I have printed Chris's on multiple different formats or different mediums, as she is one of my favorite artists. I like to try to mimic what she does. And so far, I have not been able to reproduce a single one of her colorings, color to color. She gets me every single time. The woman is a magician. But I sure like to try. She is one that I will keep trying to better my skills by trying to imitate what she does. As you see, my birds here I started. I haven't watched the video. I try not to do that until after I've completed my picture. I've started several of these. As you see, I'm one of those too. I start them and then move on to something else. But you can see this is printed on cream colored paper. And the tone tans, blues, and grays, that's all printed on the Strathmore series. In case anybody's wondering what I printed these on. Sorry, my camera jiggled there. So this is Strathmore paper. And it comes in 9 by 12 or 11 by 14. Because I'm in the US, I tend to buy the 11 by 14. It's easier to cut it down to 8.5 by 11. You only have to cut one side versus two. Oh, I got that binding a little tight there. But again, multiple prints on different styles of paper, thickness. You see the birds again here. But Chris has over 60 prints available. And of course, I can't help myself, so I have all the ones that she has available on her Etsy. These are all the same, just on different paper. Wait. Yep, that's her new one. With the foxglove. Some of her Christmas morning birds. Again, on that cream colored paper. And again, on white. And then the Noel. Different tones of line. So there's the deer. And again, you can see the different shades of gray on that. And here is the Christmas presents page. If I can get my binding to cooperate. It's a little pinch there. This one's on white and this one's on gray. Some of them, my printer was running out of ink, so that's why there is a bunch of different copies of this one. My printer was being ornery. Here we go. That's a better one. That is printed on the craft paper. This one in particular is not Strathmore, but it's craft paper. And you could tell because it's thinner, and one side of the craft paper is smoother than the other. Okay. Here's her snowman. Again, printed on different tones of paper. And this gray is Strathmore. And the white. There's the squirrel with the cherries. So, just so you can see what you get and how lovely the prints are. They come out very nice. Let's go back here to this squirrel. Or the hedgehogs one. This was one of my favorite ones to do. I had so much fun doing that one. With the mushrooms, the berries, the hedgehogs. It was a little bit of everything that I like to do. There's the strawberries dessert page. And we're getting into some of her portraits. This one also was one of my favorites to do. It's called Tiffany. And then here's the one with the rabbit. And this one's kind of nostalgic, the magnolia. And you got the kitten one, which is Juliet. And her name is printed on all of them. Let's see. Kayumi. And then the Gabriella. Again, you see I printed it multiple times on different types of paper. And then this one, Cassandra, with the birdhouse. I'll flip through some of these. Isla, which is available with and without that background, by the way. See? And this is called Dream Date. And Melisandre, this is one I'm going to do. And then you have Vivi, with the wolves and the girl, which is a very cool page. Now, here's that owl page called Spirit of the Forest. I've wanted to do this for a long time, but I'm scared. This is one that's going to push me outside of my comfort zone like no other picture has yet. I am not that great at feathers. And have watched Chris's speed video on this. I wish she had that video in a slower version because this is one that I definitely want to see how she does the feathering on this owl. I'm quite intrigued, and that is something I want to learn how to do better at. So I have not attempted this one yet. It puts the fear in me. Right? See, so everybody's got their little thing that they're not that great at. And mine is feathers. So here's that bear one, the rainforest. And then this birdhouse one, which I've already done one of these. So some of these, again, I've already completed. Some I haven't. The simple new beginnings, a little bird with maybe an apple blossom there. And this one here. Now this one this is on a thicker paper. This paper here, I don't know if you could see it in the video. If I do kind of can you see the shine on it? It has glitter in the paper. So it's got a little bit of a porous surface. So I was testing the waters on this. Anyways. Just something I thought I'd try that was different. So I got that in multiple colors of paper as well. Here's the Easter one, which I printed on cream, and I thought that would be pretty. And it's also, of course, on white. Let's see. And then her flowers, her dahlias. And then you've got the sunflower wreath. You've got spring. The hydrangea here. There it is in white. These are all the same. So then you've got Morning Glories. You've got August. Of course, we won't talk about that page. We'll just skip past that little mess up. Then we have the fairy coloring page. Everlina. You got Dahlias again. Again with the Strathmore. And then you got her Peonies page, which could be quite the challenge. There it is on white. And then here's the Peonies again with what could be some cherry blossoms in the back. And then her Catalina with the birds. What are those? Those are flamingos or swans, maybe. I'm going to think flamingos with the hooked beak. I'm not sure. And then here it is without the birds. And then last but not least is the Corgi with the Cosmos. So if you like to do little doggies, this is a good one. Okay, so I've shared with you just a few of my thousands of pages that I have printed off from multiple different artists on Etsy. I'm not going to put the links to everybody I showed you in this video in the description because it's just a lot of different people. But what I will do is provide the link to my Etsy site, which I don't sell anything. So don't look to buy anything because it's not there. My page is solely there. So people can go on there and find artists who are non-AI, who it's the human aspect. They are true artists. And again, if you are an artist that creates line art and you're not on there, let me know by sending me a quick message and I'll add you. I'm on Facebook. You can send me a message on Messenger and tell me what your shop name is and I can find you and add you to that list. But there's over hundreds and hundreds of shops, as well as different pages and books, as well as the overseas books shops that I like to shop from. So there's guaranteed something for everybody. And as of right now, I broke it up into smaller files and categories. So everything should be under all favorites. And then you can look by category if you choose to do that. It's up to you, but at least it's there for you to sift through. So if you don't know who does hand-drawn line art, that's a good place to start. There are some other lists out there as well. My list has been there for quite some time, so I try to add people as I find them. But again, if you ever see that I've added an AI because I didn't know, please let me know. I won't be offended. It happens. I've been fooled a couple times, but for the most part, I'm not against AI. I just prefer right now to support the human side of the artists that are out there, because those really are the true artists. The talent lies within them, in their imagination and in their beautiful line art. Anybody can create coloring pages with the help of a computer. It's easy. And even I cannot draw for nothing, but I could do that. So I tend to lean more towards true artists that have actually taken the time to sit down and hand sketch these pictures out for us to apply the magic to. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing these coloring pages, because the cheaper the page, it's typically AI. And unfortunately, it takes away from what these artists provide. And I would hate to see any more of these line artists close up their Etsy shop because they're not getting the sales. So please support your artists, the true artists that are on Etsy. Anyways, I hope you guys find something you like. And I'm glad I could share these with you. And I hope you find something interesting to color. So happy creating, you guys, and have a great day.